Welcome to our new grammar focus lesson. Today, we are mastering the past continuous tense. This tense is essential for describing actions that were in progress at a specific time in the past or were interrupted by another event. We are using the shadowing technique. Shadowing means you listen to my voice and immediately repeat every word, trying to copy my speed and pronunciation. This is the best way to improve your speaking fluency and sound more natural. This lesson is perfect for A2 and B1 level learners who want to speak confidently about past events. Remember to repeat every sentence twice to build your fluency. If you like this method, please subscribe so you don't miss our next grammar lessons. Let's begin this practical English speaking workout now. I was sleeping soundly when the alarm rang. I was sleeping soundly when the alarm rang. She was cooking dinner when the lights went out. She was cooking dinner when the lights went out. We were watching a movie when the phone rang. We were watching a movie when the phone rang. They were playing outside when it started raining. They were playing outside when it started raining. He was driving fast when he saw the police car. He was driving fast when he saw the police car. I was reading a book when the news came on. I was reading a book when the news came on. The baby was crying when his father walked in. The baby was crying when his father walked in. You were talking loudly when the teacher stopped you. You were talking loudly when the teacher stopped you. He was running in the park when he hurt his leg. He was running in the park when he hurt his leg. She was taking a photo when her battery died. She was taking a photo when her battery died. We were having lunch when the boss arrived. We were having lunch when the boss arrived. They were discussing plans when I entered the room. They were discussing plans when I entered the room. I was cleaning the windows when the wind blew them shut. I was cleaning the windows when the wind blew them shut. I was working while she was listening to music. I was working while she was listening to music. They were arguing while we were eating lunch. They were arguing while we were eating lunch. He was talking on the phone while his dog was barking. He was talking on the phone while his dog was barking. While I was making coffee, my friend was setting the table. While I was making coffee, my friend was setting the table. The children were singing while the man was playing guitar. The children were singing while the man was playing guitar. While she was painting, her brother was drawing a picture. While she was painting, her brother was drawing a picture. They were sleeping when we were watching the late movie. They were sleeping when we were watching the late movie. While he was studying, his roommate was watching TV. While he was studying, his roommate was watching TV. I was thinking about my trip while I was packing my bag. I was thinking about my trip while I was packing my bag. We were laughing while we were watching that funny video. We were laughing while we were watching that funny video. She was drinking tea while she was scrolling through photos. She was drinking tea while she was scrolling through photos. They were waiting in the car while it was snowing heavily. They were waiting in the car while it was snowing heavily. I was jogging slowly while the sun was setting. I was jogging slowly while the sun was setting. The music was playing while we were dancing. The music was playing while we were dancing. I was preparing for the test all day yesterday. I was preparing for the test all day yesterday. At 10 o'clock, she was still working very hard. At 10 o'clock, she was still working very hard. We were traveling to the airport all morning. We were traveling to the airport all morning. He was writing the report throughout the afternoon. He was writing the report throughout the afternoon. I was driving home at midnight last night. I was driving home at midnight last night. We were packing our bags until 11 p.m. We were packing our bags until 11 p.m. He was constantly complaining about the cold weather. He was constantly complaining about the cold weather. We were trying to find a solution all day. We were trying to find a solution all day. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home. Were you listening to the radio yesterday? Were you listening to the radio yesterday? They weren't speaking French at the restaurant. They weren't speaking French at the restaurant. Was he wearing a coat when it got cold? Was he wearing a coat when it got cold? She wasn't driving the car at the time. She wasn't driving the car at the time. What were you doing when the accident happened? What were you doing when the accident happened? I wasn't planning on buying anything expensive. I wasn't planning on buying anything expensive. Where were you living when you met John? Where were you living when you met John? He wasn't telling the truth about his absence. He wasn't telling the truth about his absence. The wind was blowing hard and the waves were crashing. The wind was blowing hard and the waves were crashing. People were laughing and music was playing loudly. People were laughing and music was playing loudly. The sun was shining as we were walking on the beach. The sun was shining as we were walking on the beach. Cars were moving slowly because of the heavy fog. Cars were moving slowly because of the heavy fog. I was feeling very tired after the long journey. I was feeling very tired after the long journey. He was always smiling when he spoke to customers. He was always smiling when he spoke to customers. The children were playing in the sand happily. The children were playing in the sand happily. I was just about to leave when you arrived. I was just about to leave when you arrived. We were enjoying the beautiful view of the city. We were enjoying the beautiful view of the city. They were decorating the hall for the big event. They were decorating the hall for the big event. He was constantly interrupting the conversation. He was constantly interrupting the conversation. She was drawing a picture of a funny cat. She was drawing a picture of a funny cat. You were constantly helping me with my work. You were constantly helping me with my work. It was becoming much colder very quickly. It was becoming much colder very quickly. Did you like this lesson? Hit the like button now. Leave a comment below. And subscribe for more lessons. You just finished your specialized A2 and B1 speaking workout. You mastered the past continuous structure through shadowing. Keep practicing to sound more natural and reach fluency.